Once upon a time, there was a man who was pretty much like everyone else. He was known as the little guy. Every day he went to his job and worked very hard. He had a good life.
Oh, fine shot, LG.
Right down the middle, LG.
One night, he woke up suddenly with an exciting idea. I think I'm going to start my own business. The next day, he could barely contain his excitement, and he greeted everyone he saw. Good morning. Finally, he paused just outside a big bank and thought to himself, okay, here I go. He had to wait an awfully long time, but finally a banker sat down to talk with him. Good morning, the little guy said in his most cheerful voice. I'd like to borrow some money so I can start a new business.
I see. Do you have a lot of assets that are worth a lot of money?
The little guy raised himself up as high as he could and said, well, that's why I'm here. I'd like to... But the banker interrupted him to say,
We're a bank. We're in the business of making a lot of money from our customers, and you're... How do I put this? Just a little guy.
This made the little guy very sad. Oh, he said with a sad voice. As he left the bank, he tried to cheer himself up. Well, guess I'll try somewhere else, he thought.
No. No.
No.
No.
But none of the banks would help the little guy. How can I succeed, he thought, if no one will help me? Just when things were beginning to look grim, a man came up and said, Excuse me, is everything okay? The little guy tried to smile and look brave and said, I just wanted to borrow some money, but the banks wouldn't help me. The man said, well, I can help you. I'm from your credit union. We've always been there for you, lending you money for your car and your home. The little guy hesitated, but I'm just a little guy. The man just smiled and said, come with me. I think you're in for a surprise. As soon as he walked into the credit union, everyone smiled at the little guy and said at once, hello, can we help you? The little guy was so moved he had to fight back his tears. I'm the little guy, and I'm here to get a small loan to start a business. Suddenly, there was absolute silence at the credit union. Then the man looked down at the little guy and said, we'd really like to help you, little guy, but he won't let us. The banker stood there looking down with an evil grin.
We can't have just anyone getting or giving a business loan. And we make the rules.
The little guy was so disappointed he couldn't speak, so he just walked away. Maybe someday, someone will speak up for the little guy.
Hey, wait a minute. It can't end like this. And it doesn't have to, if Congress gives credit unions more flexibility to help the little guy.